Timer's ticking.
Let's roll, fellas! Weekly close.
Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Last stream before 4th of July. I'm sad. Let's get some fireworks rolling tonight, though. Look at the robot go, baby. Rudy! Heath! Yeah, guys, I had tacos already today, so we already bullet. Any day I have tacos, there's like a 80% chance that we close bullet. I totally made that stat up. Imagine if that was an actual stat. I would just start eating tacos every day. Alright, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Woods and Waters needed a break. You asshole. Alright. Fellas! What's good? What's good with you? We got the weekly close, and this one might be kind of an interesting one, as we want to get a good weekly close this week. We just had some wacky ass freaking price action. We pumped up to like 30. We did nothing all weekend. This weekend was an absolute snore fest. There was nothing going on this weekend. Like it was one of the more boring weekends that I've ever seen. But it was an actual snore fest, man. But we actually got a little bit of a move up, and then a little bit of a move down. And then and now we're getting another move up. So we're all over the place right now. Literally all over the place, but we're kind of just where we've been at the whole weekend. So that's what we got going on right now, fellas. But it's the weekly close. Let's get it. Will we see some fireworks for Bitcoin and altcoins while I'm on vacation? While you guys are probably going to do something for the 4th of July? Maybe we won't be the only ones that's going to be setting off fireworks for the next couple of days, my friends. All right, so let's get this shit.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Let's get this shit, baby. I want to start out July very, very nicely. I don't know about you guys. I would love to start out July nice and tasty. I feel like it's going to be like, instead of Taco Wednesday, it's going to be Taco July. I think that's what it's pretty much going to be. Anyways, guys, we got some stuff to talk about in the weekly close. Am I more sunburned today than I was yesterday? I kind of look. Actually, no. It looks like it's turning into a tan a little bit. We're good. We're good. You don't want to see Horse Guy. He is burnt to shreds right now. I am so burnt. I didn't use sunscreen. I FOMO'd into the ocean. I love the beach, but I did not use sunscreen. Jordan said sunscreen was bearish, so I did not go in. I should have FOMO'd into the damn sunscreen. The one time I don't FOMO. Now I'm wrecked. My skin is red. Actually, I'm a little bit less red than yesterday, which is good. Shout out to all the homies. Wade said Bitcoin high by the end of July. I love it, man. I like that. I like that little rhyme. What are you, Dr. Seuss? You've been practicing your Dr. Seuss rhymes when you're not in the stream, man. I think you are. Anyways, Bitcoin's still just in the same range. In all seriousness, Bitcoin just going up and down, up and down, up and down the same damn range. What I'll say is, if we come over to the daily still, even though we're kind of just in that same range still, we're kind of creeping our way up back up to the top of that range. And kind of like we've been talking about the last week, right? We're kind of waiting to decide if Bitcoin's going to want to start pushing up from here, which it's slowly creeping up like a little spider back up to the top of the range. Are we going to want to do something like this where we're going to just absolutely get a firework next week where we could push, up to 32K and possibly a little bit higher? Or are we going to do option number 2, which no one and their mother wants to do, but hey, sometimes we gotta be a little bit honest when we're up at resistance. Well, we have to do something like this where we sort of double top, right? Normally we like a little double top, but not when it comes to the charts, not when it comes to the Bitcoin charts. You know what I'm saying? We like double top on the DXY. I'll take that all day. But when it comes to Bitcoin, when we see something like this where we have to have a little bit of a pullback deeper before more of a grind to the upside, still kind of waiting and seeing, man. Right? Still kind of waiting and seeing in here. I'm leaning towards option number 1 for multiple different reasons. But I think this week could be very, very interesting for all us fellas. So let's get it. Let's get this shit. Litecoin is blasting. Of course it is, man. Of course Litecoin's blasting. The Litecoin halving is a month away. This is something we've been talking about for 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't anything new. Now everyone's going to want to get in Litecoin after it's already pumping. That's usually how it is. I try to do my best to talk about stuff when they're at the lows and not when they're already pumping, right? I try my best. Usually though, when stuff's at the lows, you don't want to touch it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it rolls. But yeah, so that's what we got for the corn. Still kind of waiting for that move. I'll say this on the weekly time frame, guys. I was looking at Market Cipher over here on the weekly. And the money flow, I was looking at the money flow on the weekly here, right? Because I haven't really looked at this in a while, right? And this is something that I looked at a long time ago. And I was like, okay, when the money flow flips back into the green here, it's very, very interesting. So I went back and I looked at the last few times that Bitcoin's flipped money flow, which is basically this indicator here, back into the green. We've done this 2 times after the bear market, right? We did this once right here back in April 2019 at that candle right there, right? That candle right there. And you notice it was after a little consolidation here, right? When we were kind of testing the highs and that finally broke us through to push us higher, right when that money flow flipped over into the green. And then we also had another time right back here back in October 2015, which was obviously year-long bear market consolidation. We started to move up. We had that money flow flip back into the green, and we were off to the races from there. So we've seen that twice, okay? We've only seen it twice. And now we have, if you look in here, you zoom in, on the close this week, we should be seeing that flip over, right? So interesting point in here for Bitcoin to start to see if we can get, we've already seen the MACD flip. We've already seen the stock RSI pointing to the upside. Now we got possibly money flow that's also starting to flip back over into the green, my fellas. So we got some good things going on. But all in all, we just need to break 31K. Like, Bitcoin needs to break 31K at this point. We're going to be patient. Is it today? Is it this week? I don't know. None of us know. But we just need to break 31K, my fellas.
Strap
Holy
up.
shit.
We're going to the moon.
I just spilled a bunch of water over here. I just spilled a shitload of water all over all over the table, but it's all good. It's Sunday. It's Sunday fun day, so it's okay if we put the water all over the table. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Link. Yeah, man. We got altcoins moving today, which is cool. Which is really, really cool. We'll check out the altcoins in a second, but obviously, I think if we want to see the altcoins really get the move that we want to see, we got to see Bitcoin break 31K at this point, right? Because we're back up. We're coming back up to the 31K region. We don't want to see Bitcoin start coming back down again. If it does, it's just going to ruin the altcoin party. So we need to see Bitcoin just break 31K, man. That's kind of what we've been waiting for. Now, we actually had, other than that, right, we go to like the weekly over here. It looks like we're actually We just really haven't done it yet, right? It looks like we're kind of gonna close with a little bit of indecision candle on the weekly, which doesn't really give us like the best indicator, honestly. I would like to close a little bit higher. We got 53 minutes to the close, my fellas, so I would like to close a little bit higher here for the corn. So before we go any further, okay? You guys know what we need to do on the weekly close, my friends. All right. You already know what we need to do on the weekly close. Let's go. We're going to war. Let me see you in the chat. We need to get all the homies in the chat right now, fellas. All right. Hold up. We need some of the good music too. Jordan, put on the good music. We need to get hyped in here for the weekly close. We need to push Bitcoin higher. Give us some music, Jordan. This is some noob shit. Oh my God, let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Now I am hyped. Fellow Jordanites, fellow Vikings, fellow members of the round table, join us in this fight to push Bitcoin higher on the weekly close. We want a bullish candle, not an indecision candle, because we are not undecided. We are bulls. We are not pussies. Spam the swords and spam the chills in the chat if this is what you believe in. If this is the fight of your life. We stand together now on the battlefield against the bears. Get in here now, fellas. Get in the chat. If you are a lurker, get in the chat. Come on, fellas. That's what I like to see. There's the hype in the chat. All right, guys, we need to get the energy in Bitcoin right now. We need to get Bitcoin a little bit higher for the weekly close, my fellas, because right now we got a little bit of indecision at resistance. So let's get this shit. Let's get this shit, man. Let's get Bitcoin a little bit higher on this close. We got 50 minutes to do it. 50 minutes. We need some whales. If there's any whales out there, Clint, can you freaking buy a Bitcoin, man? Pump up. Pump it up. You know what I'm saying? Bath, can you buy a freaking Bitcoin, man? Right? Shit. Let's get this shit rolling. Anyways, besides that, Bitcoin's it's still just at resistance, so there's not really much else to add there, other than we're gonna break it now, we're gonna pull back and then break it. Still think we're going higher. Still think the high time frames look really, really good, especially when you go out to like the monthly time frame. Just think those time frames look very, very good. So it's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when here for myself. And we will be patient. Patience has won this game the whole year. Just sitting on your hands and being patient has been the game this whole year when it comes to Bitcoin. So we will continue to just be patient, wait it out, and wait for that next rally up to the upside, which my take is that we will see Bitcoin into the 40Ks at some point this year. We're running out of time. We got 6 months. So I do think we're getting to that point where I do think it's going to happen soon. Oh, let me take a sip of my water here. Man, that's some good water. Man, it's humid as shit today, guys. It's humid. It's not that hot, but it's like 78 degrees right now. But man, it feels like it's 90. It's too hot for Vikings to go to war. Honestly, if I was a Viking right now, I'd say screw that war. I ain't going to that war. Oh Lord. Ugh. Oh, we're chugging some water here. There we go. Remember back in the old days, we had the big jug of water and we were freaking just nailing that shit down? Like I drank like a whole gallon of water every damn day. It was way too much water. Yo, shout out to Franco.
Talk about Gensler rumors, bro.
Gensler rumors.
Megaphone.
Oh God, megaphone.
Megaphone.
Here we go, 18 megaphones.
Megaphone.
Let's just let it happen.
Megaphone. 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 Megaphone.
Is it done? Okay, it's done. Thank God. The Gary Gensler rumors. To be honest, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Listen, that would be cool. I think that would be cool if he resigned. I don't buy it though. Basically, that whole rumor started from one random ass website that posted an article that they have an inside source that that Gary Gensler is resigning from the SEC. Some random website. I don't buy it. I think there is almost zero chance that is true. If it is, let's go, because I got some good Gensler, and I'm ready for that. The freaking moonshot, man. As soon as he gets fired or resigns, that thing's gonna moon. But I doubt it. I don't think that's happening. That would be too good to be true. That would be way too good to be true for us Kryptonians. You know what I mean? And to be honest, do we want Gensler to get fired? How do we know that they don't get Gensler doesn't leave and then someone worse goes in? like what if Gensler actually behind the scenes talks good about crypto and helps us as much as he can? What if he leaves and someone more anti-crypto than him goes in? We're fucked. So
Strap
I
up.
would say be
We're
careful
going
what
to
we
the
wish
moon.
for. Be careful what we wish for, guys. You never know. Okay, we get rid of one bad apple, we could be putting a bad orange in there. So be careful what you wish for, my guys. Let's go. 65% pump on XVG for the day. Oh, let's go, Chris. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. So that's what we got for Bitcoin. Kind of just indecision. Come on, BTC. Get up a little bit higher, man. You're trolling us here. So that's what we got for BTC. I think there's some good signs. I mean, we've talked about a lot of different longer-term indicators. I made the longer term just looks fantastic, right? Like I said, we got that money flow flipping over on the weekly. We just go back in the past. I know we talked about this a little bit earlier, but when we've seen this flip negative in the bear market and then get that first flip back up into the positive region, first time was here, okay? That was the first time right there, right? And that second time was right here. Okay, and both times, right? One time we just kind of continued up to the upside. The second time we obviously were in the middle of a run before a correction. But you kind of look at these two things, and you did see some more upside, right? At the very, very least. And this one kind of matches like my 40K theory, right? In the 40Ks before a bigger pullback, and then we go up. This one kind of matches my other theory that maybe we just kind of like slowly go up. Right? We just kind of slowly go up, long-term correction, slowly go up, long-term correction, until you finally get in that parabolic phase. So either way, I mean, that's a good sign. We've already talked, like I said, we've already talked about that the MACD flipping on the monthly. There's so many things we've already talked about, right? So just another one to add on to the list that we should be getting that on the weekly close today. So that's some good stuff. Ethereum, we took out that big Ethereum whale. He's pissed right now. There was a big ETH whale at 1955. He had a liquidation at 1955. I think it was for like, I forget the amount of Ethereum. There was a ridiculous amount of Ethereum, bro. Oh my God. Wayne, it's going off. It's going off. We're not doing that many watermelons, bro. Like, listen, if you do like 5 to 10, okay, I'll let it slide. But when we're doing 30 watermelons, bro, stupid. we're not doing that on a Sunday. It's too nice of a day today. It's too beautiful a day to be looking at freaking 8,000 watermelons popping up in the damn chat. Okay, we're not doing that today. Anyways, we took out a massive ETH whale. 1955 was his lick. We basically just came up, licked him, and then pulled back. Like, he had the worst luck of the game. He's pissed off right now. This is probably him right now. What the frick? I'm already freaking rich. I don't even care about this Ethereum. But this market's a scam. This market's a pure scam. It came right from my link and just dumped. Frick, man. Good thing my daddy gave me all his money. I don't give a shit about this freaking market. Screw this. You can have my Ethereum. This market's a freaking scam. It's a manipulation at its finest. That's probably the whale who got liquidated. Probably some guy who just doesn't give a shit about his ETH because his dad gave him all his money. So, there you go. But a little move up on Ethereum. Nothing crazy. We're still kind of just fighting this resistance on Ethereum. Up here at 1932. We're kind of fighting it today. Not really seeing like the impulse just yet. But in my opinion, if we see what we want to see for Bitcoin, and it's one of those things we're still kind of deciding if we want to see Bitcoin go up from here. We're going to get a pullback on going to go up. When going to go up, speaking like George here, and then going to go up, and go. I don't know why I just talk like that. You guys ever talk like weird sometimes, and you just like look at yourself and you're like, Why did I just talk like that? Like you never had that accent before and you're just talking a random accent? That one makes sense because it's George, and I've watched George many, many times. But sometimes I talk and like I say something with like an accent that I've never had before. And I'm like, what the frick did I just say? It's ridiculous. But yeah, for Ethereum here, we're still kind of fighting this resistance. So, you know, it's going to follow Bitcoin at the end of the day. But I do think Ethereum's primed to come to these next two targets as soon as we see Bitcoin kind of make that move. So same kind of deal. I like where Ethereum is. And honestly, we go out to the weekly. And honestly, look at the weekly here, guys. So here's kind of how I'm looking at Ethereum overall, right? This is how I'm looking at Ethereum. This to me on Ethereum looks like a big, like this part right here kind of just looks like a big deviation on the chart. And I put this video on my channel, I think like 3 or 4 days ago on my second channel where I talked about this for ETH. But if you kind of look at this and like you would say, okay, this was the previous range low, this was the previous range high. We went up here back in August of 2022. See, we came up, but we couldn't hold in there, and obviously we dipped back down, right? So we couldn't hold it as support on the retest, and we just don't. But if you look at what we've done now, right, is we actually have gotten back into the range, okay? But this time, what we did was a little bit different. Instead of just dumping straight through, we basically came in, and now we've held this support right here, and we've now flipped this previous support into support again, right? So if we kind of look at this as a big range, and this is why I'm pretty optimistic for Ethereum here. I'm pretty optimistic for the whole market. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm pretty optimistic for the whole market. So everything kind of makes sense, and like when you put it all together. But yeah, so like, I'm kind of looking at Ethereum actually holding that support now instead of dropping through. And now I'm looking for that expansion move on Ethereum. Obviously, you know, the most logical area seems right here at these weekly lows. 2,500, still kind of the level I'm waiting for. It's just a matter of patience, man. It's a matter of patience, getting through this choppy, noisy area for Ethereum and getting through this choppy, noisy area for Bitcoin and just getting through this freaking thing. But we've seen ETH do this in the past, right? It's funny enough. We've seen ETH do this actually multiple times, right? If we kind of look at Ethereum's history, it tends to do this, right? Where it kind of has a low, it breaks that low, and then goes up to a new high, right? We did also this back here, where we had one low, two lows, we break this low, we went up to a new high, right? And then we kind of did it back here again, right? We had this low, we kind of broke that low, right? We had COVID, right? So you kind of dripped through, but we basically broke back in, retested. We should have just gone up like this, but obviously COVID made you went below. So it's kind of how I'm looking at it again, man, is, you know, I think patience will work out here, but ETH is, to me, just kind of doing the same thing as it always has, just in a bigger time scale now, which I think is pretty cool. So patience will pay. Patience will pay, man. Patience and sitting on your hand. The best thing you could have done this whole year on Bitcoin and ETH is just sit on your hands and not trying to trade in and out of it, to be honest. Altcoin's a little bit different of a story, as we know. What's Bitcoin doing? 30,580. Come on, man.
Strap
Come
up.
on, man.
We're
Guys,
going
tomorrow's
to
the full moon, too. So we got the full moon coming out tomorrow. Let's go. Let's see. Wayne said, I very much like watermelon. Oh, watermelon's the best fruit in the game, man. Actually, I take that back. Watermelon or pineapple is the best fruit in the game. Watermelon or pineapple, I would say, Wayne. But I would say this, okay? That's a tough question. I think I gotta go. I gotta go with... Okay, if I had both of them in front of me right now, which one am I going for first? Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. I'm going for... Oh, my God. Which one? I'd probably go for the watermelon first. I'm not going to lie. Especially on a nice hot day today, you got to go with the watermelon over the pineapple, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Scorpion likes cantaloupe the best? No, not cantaloupe. Cantaloupe's good too. Listen, I'm not going to hate on cantaloupe. Cantaloupe's good too. You guys know when you get like the fruit packs and it comes with watermelon, cantaloupe, pineapple, and it comes with that nasty green one. Like, that one is trash. We've talked about this before. That green fruit is trash. I don't even know why they put it in there. Probably because it's the cheapest one, because no one wants that shit. And they always put more of the green one than all the other ones. It's like, bro, no one wants that green fruit in the fruit salad. Can you just give me that green fruit and I'm going to toss that shit out the window? Like, we want the watermelon, the pineapple, and the cantaloupe. Come on, man. Like, that green one, dude. Like, they need to get rid of that. Like, just if you guys own a grocery store, stop putting the green fruit in the fruit salad. No one wants that. I'm serious. Stop doing it. All right, so we talked a little bit about Bitcoin, Ethereum here. Ethereum's weekly close look very, very good. Ethereum's weekly close looks better than Bitcoin, actually. Bitcoin's weekly close kind of just looks like just a big indecision candle, while we got Ethereum actually with a pretty nice weekly candle there. Basically taking half this previous candle and actually pointing back up. Cantaloupe sucks. Cantaloupe. My cantaloupe is like, it's the third best one out of there. Like, it's not the best. It's not the best. I'd go watermelon, cantaloupe. No, sorry, watermelon, pineapple, cantaloupe, and then green one. Whatever that. I never know what it's called because it's trash. And yeah, that's what I'd say about the fruit, man. Hamilton put the little, what is that, a little cheetah? Is that a little cheetah? Thing's kind of cute. Shout out to Hamilton. He put the little cheetah in there, or a squirrel. I don't know what that is. I like it, though. Yo, Devin J. He said, what's good? Would you ever stream video games? Would I ever stream video games? Some of you guys try to talk me into streaming some horror games. And just watching me shit my pants streaming a horror game. Maybe I'll do that at some point just for fun. Just watching me literally shit my pants in a horror game. I think some of you guys would watch that. Maybe I'll do that one time for fun. I don't think I would ever do that like all the time, but I would definitely do one of those just because I like horror games. I like kind of making myself shit my pants. As funny as that sounds. Maybe I'll do it. So boring, cantaloupe. Oh yeah, it kind of is. Anyway, so that's what we got across the board. Bitcoin dominance pulling back a little bit. Makes a little sense, I guess. While it's getting a little bit of short-term pullback, we actually tagged this low right here from back April 2019. We tagged the wick low right there. So we saw a little bit of rejection. I still think dominance will end up going higher, but you are going to see, from this point, you might see altcoins maybe do a little bit better for a few weeks, right? Which could allow them to catch up a little bit like you've seen recently. So dominance kind of getting a slight little pullback. Total 3. Now this chart is good. This chart is really, really good, man. I like this one.
We're going to the moon.
I like this one. Why do I like this chart? Well, not only did we swing fail the December lows, but now we've actually gotten back above that June low for total 3. And it looks like we're going to get a weekly close above that June low, which is very, very, very good. So the Wyckoff, take a drink. The Wyckoff playing out fantastically for total 3. And you see it in dozens of the altcoins across the market. We've already seen a million of them play out to the upside. I think it's a matter of time before most of them catch up to the upside as well. It's only a matter of time. You're seeing a lot of them already do it. So this, 1, 2, 3 low structure, you'll see it across the market. When you see this third low, a lot of times you're going to get a nice move here. So we're still kind of deciding. Listen, guys. Doesn't mean you're going to go straight up. If you look at this, you're going to have pullbacks in here, right? So, like, for instance, you've had 2 green weeks. If next week is a little bit of a red week, it's not the end of the world, right? This is where you want to start making a little bit of the higher low structure, right? Just making higher lows. You don't need to go to the moon, but just if you get a pullback, you want to make a higher low. If you go back up, you get a pullback, you want to make a higher low. Now it's all about carving out a low, making some damn higher lows here for the altcoin market, as it sort of finds a bottom here, right? Or potential bottom, as we're saying it. So that's the total 3 minus stable coins, because you got to get rid of the stable coins, man. There's no point in having the stable coins in there. So there we go, man. There we go. That's total 3. And the Wyckoff update. That's 2 drinks for you. Put them back. There's going to be many more Wyckoff sayings as we kind of go through. So is Gary corrupted like his boss? The whole government is corrupted. We know it, man. The whole government is corrupted, dude. Everything is pre-planned, especially in the U.S. Everything is pre-planned. Every news event that you see on the news is pre-planned. The media basically pushes everything that the government wants you to think. Basically I'm funny. I'm just going on a rant now. Basically, everything you see on the news is to push a narrative to basically make the masses feel a certain way, and people fall for it, which is hilarious. To me, it's hilarious. You know, people are like, "Oh my God, look at this," and it's like we take it for gospel. But in reality, it's always a bigger player or a big company or the government itself paying off the media to push whatever narrative they want to push. You know what I'm saying? Dude, the whole government's corrupt. Honeydew, it's delicious. Oh no, Bath, don't tell me you like honeydew. Do you all put salt on your watermelon? Oh my God, don't put salt on your watermelon? Salt on watermelon, man. Salt. He just said salt on watermelon. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways. Anyways, we're going to ignore the fact that Mike just said salt on watermelon. Like, bro, watermelon is already way too good to put salt on it. Why are you gonna put salt? I mean, I'm sure it's not bad, but you're gonna ruin the watermelon juiciness and sweetness with salt, bro. I don't ever want to hear that again. Mike, don't ever be telling that again. Let's see. Tag team cage match, Bitboy and Elon versus Gensler and Zuck. Wait, what were the teams? Bitboy and Elon versus Gensler and Zuck. I actually would go Bitboy and Elon would win that. Just because I think Gensler's probably the weakest human. Gensler looks like the weakest human I've ever seen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just looks like a dweeb. I actually think Bitboy and Elon would destroy Gensler and Zuck. Unless Zuck's just like a ninja and he's going to be out here just like karate chopping both of them at the same time. You know, like, I don't think Gensler would stand a chance. You know, I mean, it depends. It depends. If Gensler can hold his own against Elon for a little bit, and then you put Zuck against Bitboy, and Zuck just kicks Bitboy's ass with his ninja moves, you know what I'm saying? And then Zuck can move back over to Elon, you might get a chance. I don't know. It actually might be a good battle. It might be a good battle. It might be a good battle. I don't know, man. Anyways, so that's what we got. That's what we got on the altcoin markets, and then there's many different altcoins going up. Look at Litecoin, man, just continuing to move up, man. I'm in the 145 waiting room on Litecoin, baby. We got to do a little pump song for Litecoin. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Litecoin Marines out there. I don't know, what do you call Litecoiners? You got the XRP Army, you got Litecoin, you got Chainlink Marines. What do you call the Litecoin Army? I don't know. But I'm good to be a part of it. Let's get it. Oh man, what a week being a part of the I'm gonna call it the Litecoin. You know what? I'm gonna make the Litecoin. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna be that because I'm gonna sell my. As soon as the Litecoin halving is over, I am gonna be selling that shit. But I will be the temporary. I will be the temporary Litecoin master. All right, very temporary, and then I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it back into Bitcoin. All right. Anyways, yeah, 145 waiting room on Litecoin, man. It's the same level we went back to in 2019. Seems like the most logical level at this point, back up to 145. But the Litecoin commanders, yeah, I'll be a temporary Litecoin commander chief until 2 days before the Litecoin halving, and then I sell that shit. Because I already know probably there's going to be a sell-off right after it. You know what I'm saying? But no, Litecoin, fantastic week to be a Litecoiner. Litecoin this week up, nice 30% week there on Litecoin. So we'll take that all day. That's pretty nice. You have Solana getting a little move ups. Now Solana's at resistance here. Solana's at resistance. So I want to stress a little bit of caution. A little bit of caution here, my friends. As Solana is at resistance here, right? We got multiple touches on this. It's been up here multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've gotten rejected the other 5 times. So just be cautious here, right? As always, don't be buying into green candles. You might see Solana's up 5% today, and you might be turning into horse guy. You know, you might be looking at Solana, and you really want to buy it. Well, Solana's finally going up. I guess FTX sold on the Solana. Well, I think now might be a good time to buy it. You know, I don't want to wait for a pullback. Screw pullback. We are up only. We are in wake-up accumulation. He says it funny. Wake-up accumulation. No, but you're right at resistance here for Sol. So just be cautious, right? As always, don't buy into a 4% day unless you're super confident about it. And this is where you've gotten resistance multiple times. Maybe this is the time you finally get a breakout. Maybe. But what I've learned, especially, is treat resistance as resistance. Don't always go into resistance think you're going to be breaking out. You go into resistance expecting to get rejected. I think that's a big thing that I've learned is go into resistance, expect to get rejected, go into support, expecting it to hold, right? So that's where you're at with Solana. Solana. Waiting for Atom to pop. Yeah, it's due. It's due. Bitcoin Cash up again today. We see him Polkadot with a little Polkadot. Polkadot's got that structure too. Don't make me say it. Okay, I gotta say it. What does Polkadot have, my friends? It's actually not the cleanest one though. It doesn't get me as hyped as a lot of the other ones. It's kind of messy. It's a little bit messy on Dot. I'm not gonna lie, but you did take out that low, swing fail that low at least a little bit here. So now, you know, if we look at Polkadot, right? Polkadot's another kind of a good example here. We're seeing it move up. That's the first sign of strength. Now what we want to see is, okay, we're probably going to get a pullback at some point in here, right? What we want to see on a pullback is, can you make a higher low, right? Can you kind of just continue to make higher lows now? Because if this is going to be the low, right, on the massive sell-off from Gary Gensler attacking the altcoins, there's a lot of times those big news events can mark the lows, right? If that's going to be the low on any pullback, it's important to see just that's those higher lows come in, just like we saw from actually I don't even have it for Bitcoin anymore. But right here, right? We get the spring, we move up, higher low. Once you get that higher low, that usually is the good entry, right? That's the good entry on the coin. And then sort of you make those higher lows before eventually you get that pop. So Dot with a nice little move up. Now I want to see if it pulls back. Can you hold the line? Can you hold that line? I think we can hold that line. It'd be beautiful to hold that line. Other than that, it seems like most things are kind of just flat today. Some of them pulling back a little bit today. Not really too much action going on, but I mean, you can find these charts all across, and we can look at them a little bit today. But it is Sunday. It is the weekly close, and Bitcoin seems to be, after just taking out the stops on both sides here again, right? It's taking out the shorts, taking out the longs, and now it's just right back in the middle of the range. So that's what we got on the corn on the weekly close, my fellas. What are we talking about? Gensler still? Guys, there is zero chance Gensler's resigning. Listen, I would love that, man. Gensler resigning would be so good for me in so many different ways. For like me personally. Not even just talking about like the short-term impact for crypto. That would be fantastic. But I just don't think that's happening. Basically, if that source had any type of valid source that they quoted, instead of just saying, you know what? Some insider told us that Gary Gensler is resigning. One website, some random website. You know what I'm saying? I would tend to believe it, but I don't think that's gonna happen, man. Yo, John. Yo. John Delafino. Mike said, can I look at Engine? Hell yeah, let's look at Engine. Let's look at Engine, man. But I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this. You know, if it did happen, oh boy, that would be nice. That would be, at least for a little, I think for a little short-term move, that would be fantastic, man. That would, I think that would cause a little bit of a pump for sure. I don't want to get, like, don't get your hopes up thinking that's going to happen this week. I think there's a very small chance, probably a 1% chance that actually happens. Probably less than that, honestly. All right, Engine. Yeah, Engine's got the same setup too. All the altcoins have the same setup now, right? You've already seen some of them get that blast off phase, right? But a lot of them are still kind of sitting down here at the lows. So now we want to see, right? And this is kind of where this comes in, is for the laggards. Just know that, like, we don't know what Bitcoin's going to do in the short term, right? So we obviously need to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Is it going to move up this week? Are we going to get a pullback first? Who knows? We're all guessing. You know what I'm saying? But what we can say is when something's at the low, like Engine here, right? When this finds its third low, right? June low, January low, May low, right? Now what you want to see is, depending on what Bitcoin does, and it could do either one. You either want to see some serious strength come in if Bitcoin moves up right now, or if it pulls back with Bitcoin, it's just going to be important to see if it can make a higher low, right? So make a higher low, or give me some strength, right? The thing you don't want to do is pull back in here, right? So yeah, I mean, I think this one looks pretty similar too. Actually, we already had this kind of posted here, right? Whoa! Holy crap, we got hot costs coming in. But no, we're right back at this August 2020 high, which is a support level, right? And let me look at Engine BTC, because this is always a good indicator here. Oh Lord, hold on. let me try to find a better chart.
Is it finally time to ditch CRO?
Oh my god. Oh, this is Engine BTC. Here we go. Engine BTC. Let's see. Not like, this is not that I don't like it. It's just this one, that it seems like the major support for Engine Bitcoin's down here, you know. But that doesn't mean Engine can't go up. What you might see is, you know, Bitcoin continue to lead the way, and then Engine, you know, not going up as much, right, and making its way back down to like these lows down here. So you still might be kind of at that point where Bitcoin's going to outperform Engine, right? Which makes sense. We still expect Bitcoin to outpace the altcoins in the short term, right? We're more so just looking out 6 months from now, right? 6 months from now, I want to have the altcoins that I want to have and be ready for when it's time. You know, the next 6 months for me is finding the altcoins that I like, the setups that I like, and getting into those at the best price that I possibly can, right? So like for Engine, just because this might go lower against Bitcoin doesn't mean that Engine USD will go down. It just might mean that Bitcoin's pumping and Engine might go down or might go up less, you know? So just keep that in mind. But you're getting to a point where it becomes pretty interesting in here though, right? I think within the next maybe few weeks to a few months, you might get back to this point, and that's going to be like that, probably that generational entry where you're like, let's freaking go, man. You're almost there. You're almost there. Almost there. Let's see. This is a fake out rally before the crash. A fake out rally before the crash. Maybe, man. Maybe, man. But I mean, if we're gonna call for a fake out rally before the crash, when you get everything already down 90%, good luck to you, man. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Bullish on FTM at the current price. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, listen, like, everyone's going to have different opinions on whichever altcoins they like based off fundamentals. I like to kind of just stick to the charts. And you know, I used to be the guy who got caught up in the fundamentals, right? The guy who was like, oh my God, this altcoin has such good fundamentals, it's going to pump the most. Right? I used to be that guy too, okay? I used to be the fundamentals guy, right? Who would do some research on some altcoins and would go, well, this altcoin has really low supply. This thing is going to moan in the next bull market. The gas fees are so low. This thing is going to be the top gainer in the 2025 bull market. Right? That used to be me. But if there's something I've learned recently is pumpamentals beat fundamentals. Pumpamentals beat fundamentals. And also number 2, charts matter. The chart matters because the big money is looking at the chart, okay? And they're going to be getting into stuff based off the chart, okay? Pumpamentals, in my opinion, matter more than fundamentals if you just care about price going up. And also, charts really matter, right, in my opinion. So, like, for instance, like, think about how this year has gone. Like, think about the last month, okay? Which ones have done the best? The ones that everyone hated and thought were dog shit coins. But why did they go up? Because their charts were the best. You know what I'm saying? Like Bitcoin Cash. You know what I'm saying? And you had the pumpamentals. You might think Bitcoin Cash is a shit coin, but there was reasons why it pumped. It didn't just pump for no reason. Litecoin. You might think Litecoin's a piece of shit, but there's a reason why it's pumping. Right? You know what I'm saying? The chart's good. Higher lows consistently. Due for a breakout, right? You know, a lot of the times the biggest shit coins will be the best the best gainers, you know, and that's just how it is. Once you come to that realization, it's like, it is what it is. Good job, Jose. Said tell him size matter. True. Litecoin, yeah, and the Litecoin halving. You got the pump metals for the Litecoin halving too. Litecoin halving's coming up. Phantom, 5x easy next month. I don't think you're going up 5x, bro. Shahir, I don't think you're going up 5x. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's 5x would basically get you back to a new all-time high. I don't think you see that in the next month for Litecoin, my man. I hope so. That would be fantastic. But I don't think you see that. I don't think you see that. Let's see. Do your research on Caspa. Caspa? Let's see. Caspa. Yeah, Caspa's been doing very, very well. Now, I know most people got in up at the high, but, you know, it's been doing well. It's been doing well for sure. The chart looks nice on this one. We just got higher lows, higher highs. It's a very nice chart. Like, this was almost like the Chainlink of this. Remember, you guys remember Chainlink in the last bear market that was like going up and everything else was going down? Caspa was almost like this Chainlink this time. It just like was going up throughout pretty much the whole bear market in here while everything else was sort of bleeding down. So that is a good sign for you for sure.
Can you look
for sure.
The Slink Great Stream?
Can you look at Link? I can look at Link the Slink. I can look at the little Slinky. It's feeling kind of stinky, if you know what I mean. No, Link the Slink is Link the Slink is not the sexy coin, right? But I actually think it's going to be one of the better gainers, though, just because I think Link is undervalued overall. You know, and I think the chart looks fantastic here, and you're seeing it play out, right? Slowly but surely, you're seeing it play out, right? You've seen the 1, 2, the third hit to the low. You got the spring phase in here, right? I would not be surprised over the next few months if Chainlink makes it all the way back up to the top of this range, just because that's how you play this structure, right? You can be biased and say it's gonna roll over and dump lower, okay. But if we're playing this as any type of strategy, if you look at this as Wyckoff, if you look at this as a deviation to low, any one of those targets would have you coming back up to the range high, right? For me, if you just say it's going to roll over, it's like, okay, it's going to roll over just because I'm a bear and I want it to roll over, right? But like, if you're just looking at this from a technical perspective, you would be looking at this back to the range high. And actually, it's interesting too. On the weekly, you're actually about to get the money flow flip over back on the weekly for Chainlink in here as well. So basically, you have the indicators, and you got the price action for that move up to back to the range high. But yeah, Chainlink's one I've already bought. I want to buy more Chainlink. If Chainlink wants to come back down to the range low again, I'm buying more right there. But I'm happy with my stack at the current moment. But if it wants to come back down again, Hey, give me another opportunity to grab some link to slink here, and I will be I'll be a very happy man for buying some more link to slink down at $5. Before we get back up to $10, I think we'll get back to $10 pretty soon here. I think ETH will get closer to 15K. Oh man, if ETH got to 15K, we'd be cooking. We'd be cooking. We'd be going to Vegas in 2025, absolutely shooting the shit. That would be fantastic. Oh man, I guess we got the holiday weekend, so I guess Bitcoin deserves to kind of just do nothing. Like it deserves it. All the big money is out cooking hot dogs, cooking hamburgers, cooking ribs on the grill. We're us plebs over here just watching the Bitcoin chart, Well, you got everyone else shooting off fireworks, like I said, cooking hot dogs, I don't know what else they're doing, but probably drinking some Four Locos. No, probably drinking some Coronas. Let's see. Personally, I think we hit 33 to 48K before we have a bigger correction. It's a pretty big range, my man. But I would tend to agree. I would tend to agree with you. Mike said Asia will. Mike, Asia hasn't done shit recently. They've been completely gonzo from this market. Asia has just been gone. They don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they would be the ones who would pump it right now. You know what I mean? Because the U.S. is going to be on... A lot of the big money is going to be on vacation this week, right? And then... So we basically need the other countries to step up. Like Europe, we need you to be pumping up Bitcoin, man. Asia, we need you to be pumping up Bitcoin, man. Us in the U.S. are going to be lighting off fireworks, and hopefully lighting off fireworks in the bears' asses, you know what I'm saying? Actually, that sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong, actually. That sounds so wrong. That's fantastic. Anyways, one of the interesting thing I was looking at today, and I was peeping around the Bitcoin chart, right? I was just kind of peeping around, doing our thing over here. What was I gonna say? I was looking down here today. What the frick was I looking at? I don't know. I'll have to find it again for next stream. I was looking at something cool down there today. Basically, it was basically something that reminds me of this part of the cycle down here, right? This reminds me so much of this part of the cycle. I don't know, man. I'm starting to with unless we get some big black swan event, which obviously that could definitely happen. I'm starting to think we're like, in my opinion, it's still gonna go based off what I expect of like us going to the 618 and then pulling back to the 50.
Best layer 2 in the game.
Look at Metis, best layer 2 in the game. We could take a look. Shout out to you, Crypto Kane. But I still think we're gonna do like the whole 618 pullback. But I in my opinion, this is kind of what we did in 2019. It's just COVID kind of threw everything off. Is like once you hit the low, you basically just kept making higher lows, kept making higher lows. But you had like these long, like 2 months, 3 month long stretches of just sideways action and boring action. It's kind of what we've done now. And a lot of people like to look at 2019 and say, oh, we had a double bottom. Yes, we did have a double bottom, but we had a double bottom because of COVID, right? Like, I know you can't really say, okay, if you take out COVID, but basically what 2019 was, what I think it would have been, is this would have been the low, and you were just kind of put in higher lows, right? Because right here, altcoins went nuts, right? So this period right here is when altcoins were going nuts. And then obviously March 2020 happened, you got bonked. People fled to safety, right? Bitcoin pumped first, and then altcoins pumped when everyone felt safety with the altcoins. But right here, if you go back in time, like this time period right here, altcoins went freaking berserk, right? And we've been talking about this a little bit, where this was a retest of the 50 moving averages, and this is a retest of the 50 moving averages. And I like to kind of think, okay, it's like this would have probably just been higher low, higher low, higher low. right? Without COVID, just like this bull market was. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? And that's kind of what we've just done so far, right? I mean, I know it's easy to get caught up in all like the, oh my God, this, but we've kind of just made higher low, higher low, higher low. If we get another push, I think we're just going to end up putting these higher lows in and slowly kind of making our way up to the upside. And I actually, you know, the way I'm looking at the altcoin market, I think it's going to be slow and steady at first, but I think a lot of them are putting in those lows as we speak at the moment. And you know, you have to go back and look, but this time period right here, altcoins went nuts and COVID threw off everything. You know, everyone got scared because, you know, oh my God, you know, we're about to all turn into zombies, and then everyone sold off everything. But there was a time where, like right here, they were going nuts. And my question is, what would have happened to the crypto market if we never saw COVID right here? I always wonder that. Like, what would the price action have looked like without COVID? Makes you think, right? But you also can't think like that because we all know everything's pre-planned, right? There's probably some other FUD down the line that was pre-planned. And in 2025, it's going to be a zombie apocalypse in 2025. You know what I mean? Like, I said this in Discord today. I'm like, we're due. Humanity is due for a zombie apocalypse. Like, we are so due for zombies, man. 2025, zombie apocalypse. Book it. Book it. It's coming. Something's due in 2025. I feel like it, man. We used to look at the dollar versus the euro chart. Dollar versus euro, something's going to happen before 2030. Zombie apocalypse. Book it. Zombies don't eat retail investors. Not enough brains. True. Let's see. Oh, 7 minutes to the weekly close. Let's go. Thank you, Hamilton. Thank you, Hamilton, my homie.
The daily close.
Pushing the zombie narrative. Yes, you know, when we get close to the next peak, I gotta spread some type of FUD. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I think we topped out in this market, which I don't think we have yet, but when we do, I gotta spread some FUD, right? I'm gonna turn into the perma bear who spreads the FUD, you know? Kind of like Tino. Remember Tino a couple months ago was basically saying aliens were gonna cause Bitcoin to dump? I'm gonna say that zombies are gonna cause Bitcoin to dump. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. Perma bears need to have some type of FUD up their ass, you know. And the zombies, I guess, will be mine. That sort of make this happen. But yeah, guys, we got 5 minutes until the daily close.
The daily close.
Let's go, baby. The crypto zombie apocalypse. Oh Lord. All right. Anyways, someone asked for something. Crypto Kane said, "Can you look at Matus, best layer 2?" There's a lot of good layers 2s now. It's hard to say which one's the best, right? You still got Matic, you got Arbitrum, you got Optimism, right? You probably throw some other ones in there. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Hold up. Wait, what the frick? Hold on. Is there more price action to this? Or is this it? Okay, I guess this is it. What is this? What is this? Interesting. Did you take out the low, though? No. Okay, we have not taken out the low yet. You guys know what I want to say. You know what I want to say with this one, right? You might say it looks like shit. I might say I like this one. You know me. Now, I guess the one thing I think is missing from this chart, you know why I like this one. I think the one thing that's missing from this chart is sort of that capitulation low, whereas you'll notice a lot of the ones that pumped, they actually took out these lows. So like, you have this low, you have this low. Right. The thing that's missing from this chart is you actually just sweep in this low. Right. I think that's the one thing that's missing from this chart. If you had the sweep of the low and you came back up, I think this one would look really nice. Really, really, really nice. It's just a matter of, for me, I don't know. You could just bounce from right here. You definitely could. But I like to kind of wait for that sort of capitulation style, right? That quick wick below, and then the reclaim, and then boom, there you go. Then you got everyone's favorite thing. You got Wyckoff, baby, right? Where you got the first low, the second low, the spring phase, right? After the first high, the second high, right? You got the whole setup here. It's just you're missing that kind of last part of the step for this one, and maybe that happens if Bitcoin gets a little bit of a pullback, right? Maybe I don't know what. Listen, we're all guessing if Bitcoin's going to break up or down first. I mean, we're all guessing here. That's why I haven't really told you guys like, okay, I think we're going to break up this week, right? Just because we've seen that in the past, but we've also seen a point where Bitcoin actually pulls back one more time before coming up. So like my question is, if Bitcoin pulls back, you might get that kind of last spike to the low, but then if you get back above, boom, this chart looks phenomenal, man. But yeah, I think, you know, this is kind of like many different styles that we've seen already play out, you know. Gensler developed no. When Hong Kong Brotherhood ape in, I'm waiting, Mike. I haven't actually seen any news on that. I haven't seen any exchanges getting. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest, though. I haven't seen any exchanges get like approved. Yeah, I need to check it out. But yeah, I'm waiting for them, man. Oh my God, like I don't know what they're doing over there. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta wake up tonight, boy. You know what time it is, brothers. What time is it? Here we go.
The daily close.
It's the daily close, brothers. Let's go. No, Gensler didn't resign. Guys, don't listen to the fake news. The weekly close, fellas. It's Asia time. Asia time, boy. Yeah, guys, don't listen to the fake Gensler news. Listen, that would be awesome, but like, let's not get our hopes up that Gensler resigns. That would be like such a white swan event like that. That would be crazy. And that's exactly why I am not going to believe that it's true. Like, I don't believe the fake news, guys. Unless you start seeing like credible sources actually saying that, or an actual announcement from Gensler himself. Don't believe anything you hear out there. That would be fantastic, but I think I think we're getting a little bit too ahead of ourselves there. But I would love nothing more than Gary the Lizard to go. Yeah, I have decided to step down from my SEC chairman position. It's been a great run. I did as much damage on the crypto market as I possibly could, but my time is done. I'm getting too much pressure to step down. I already got my massive shorts in on the altcoins that when I made them securities, I had massive shorts in. I've already made my money that I need in my life. It's time for me to step down. All right. Now, who is next up to step in my position? Well, I welcome my arch nemesis, Bitcoin. I'm the new SEC chairman. Me. I saved crypto. I am the SEC chairman now. Please no. All right. Anyways, can the Han guy tell us what is happening over there with them exchanges? I mean, he could. I don't know. I don't know if he can. Oh man. All right. So we got the weekly close, guys. The weekly close, we ended up with a kind of basically not a candle that tells us too much. indecision, at resistance. It basically does not give us really any information here over the course of time. The monthly close was more beneficial than the weekly close. Monthly close looked very, very good. The weekly kind of looks like, just indecision. I think there's things to be taken from the Ethereum close, as it looks like Ethereum actually closed above this previous May high. So the Ethereum close looks way better than the Bitcoin close. And a lot of the times you can almost use Ethereum as a signal of, okay, if Ethereum's weekly close looks good, yes, Bitcoin has a indecision candle, but we know that Bitcoin and ETH move together, right? So if ETH's going to close like this, which just looks like a continuation candle up to me, then I got to think it's kind of the same thought process. I still believe Bitcoin is going to see higher prices very, very soon. So indecision candle doesn't help us, right? But we got some good signals. Yep, we did get that money flow crossover here on the weekly for the third time in Bitcoin's actually, it is technically the fourth time in Bitcoin's history. Only 4 times in history you got the money flow on the weekly flip back into the positive. One was right here back in April 2019. We saw, Bitcoin go on from like a 3x from that point. And we also saw it back in October 2015, where from that we actually got was actually about a 2x straight up. But obviously we were in the midst of the beginning stages of the sort of parabolic phase. So, and we also saw one again here, which was right here back in December 2019, where Bitcoin actually did like a 2x here. So good stuff, right? We'll see if it plays out to anything. But overall, we still got some work to do, and we still got to break this 31K level ultimately, my friends. All right, so still waiting, still patiently waiting, and then we will fight this together. As the weekly close for the total 3 market cap looks phenomenal. Use this for all the altcoins, in my opinion. All of them together, basically, this close gets you back above that June low. So I think for the altcoins, this was a fantastic close to be able to get back above that June low now. Now you're kind of in a potential spot where a lot of these can squeeze higher, in my opinion. So ETH close, really, really good. Altcoin close, really, really good. Bitcoin close, So that's about where we're at with the weekly closes. But let's get Bitcoin to squeeze now, baby. Let's get it to squeeze. We all like some squeezes, man. We all like some damn squeezes, bro.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
There we go. C said total 3 is horrible, bro. Why is total 3 horrible? Because it's low? Gotta switch your mindset, man. Bullish when things are low, bearish when things are high. Sal said next 3 to 4 months is parabolic. Yeah, I would like that. Now, I don't know about parabolic. Parabolic is a very strong word. Parabolic means like 5. Parabolic to me in crypto means like you got to be having things go up like 5x. You know what I mean? Like, parabolic's a strong word. Upside, hell yeah. I'm with you on that one though. I'm with you on that one. Anderson said comp's mooning. Let's look at comp. Comp. Let's see. Oh, look at comp. Another one playing out. Oh, and what formations on the chart, fellas? What formations on the chart? This is exactly why I keep talking about this formation, man. All the ones that are mooning have the same formation, bro. I don't even need to say it. What formation is on the chart, fellas? I'll get to give you the pump song for this one, bro. What's on the chart, fellas? Let me bring it over. What's this? What's this? Easy, man. And like this is, you're going to see more and more of these, in my opinion. As long as Bitcoin can stay in this range. Look, I mean, it's another one. You have range low, second range low, came down, broke the low, spring phase, boom, right up to the top, man. In my opinion, you're going to see more and more of these that are springing back up to the top of their previous ranges, right? And I know you guys get annoyed at me for talking about this, but this is how I'm looking at the market right now. And so far, all the ones that we've looked at have pretty much gone back up to the top of the ranges, or if they're not already halfway there. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I mean, it's text. This is just textbook, man. Textbook. Absolutely textbook, man. Fantastico. Look at that. You just overlay it. Oh my God. Beautiful. Beautiful shit. But yeah, man. So you're back up at the top of the range. You might find some resistance here, you know. But a lot of times, like if you can break out of this range, this is a year-long range. So when you break out of a year-long range, you usually don't just stop, right? You see these ones continue, right? So there you go. You swept the lows, boom, shot up to the moon. So now what you probably see, you might see a break up and then kind of hold here for a little bit. Typically, you see a break up and hold if it doesn't just freaking moonshot to the next resistance up here, right? Like we saw with like Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. So nice one, dude. Let's go.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
The reason I keep talking about this structure is because it works. And you're seeing it across all the whole altcoin market. One by one, they're all doing this. So I think they're all going to start doing this, man. And especially if Bitcoin breaks 31K, I think you're really going to start seeing most of them continue to do these massive candles back up to the top of the range. Where it doesn't even seem like it's possible. But we've already seen multiple do it, right? That's 130% in 2 weeks on comp. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for catching that one, man. It's whacking off, baby. And I bet you guys can find those yourselves, right? It's like this isn't hard to find. Like this is not something that's like it takes a genius to find this pattern. Like it's the most simple thing. And honestly, the thing you do is like if you see this at the top like this. So if this is a top formation, this is when you want to get out of something. If you see like one hit to the high, two hits to the high, third hit to the high, break the high, come back into the range, boom, it's probably going to be a top, right? It's just beautiful, beautiful stuff, man. There's a reason why I keep talking about this. Like, I'm not trying to be annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be annoying at all. All right, let's flip this back over. It's whacking off. Thank you, Mike. I actually, no, you guys need a drink. It's Wyckoffing. It's Wyckoff. There you go. Some of you guys needed a drink. You were probably waiting for me to say it. I tried not to say it though. You probably could if you had a nickel for every time that Jordan said Wyckoff, you'd probably be an ADA millionaire with all your ADA. You know what I mean? Shit. Thanks, Jordan. I'm drunk as a skunk. BNB still nothing. What the frick is BNB doing, man? Let's go check out BNB. Why is BNB not waking up, man? I think we talked a little bit about BNB. BNB is the one that has the chart, but the issue with BNB is you got kind of a lot of FUD with BNB, right? You got a lot of FUD with BNB. You're getting it kicked out of a lot of countries. You know, so it's you got it here, right? You got the whole thing here, but you just got a lot of FUD with BNB. So I don't know, like if people are going to be buying BNB over other things, just because you got so much things surrounding Binance right now. But at the same point, when things are looking the most grim, can sometimes see the best buying opportunities. So as I might sit here and say, there's a lot of FUD about Binance right now. Well, I mean, this is a point where it's bounced multiple times. So me sitting here, there's a lot of FUD going on at Binance, probably means it's a good buying opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. Mask is going too. Let's go look at Mask. Shit, man. Let's go look at Mask. What the frick? What the Bath? Are we talking about the same Mask? Oh, it was pumping before. Mask. Actually, you know what's funny about Mask? Not the spread FUD on Mask. It kind of had the Wyckoff distribution at the top here. Right? Boom. 1, 2, break of the two highs, right? And then the dump, retest. It's kind of like the distribution phase. Maybe he gets a bounce here though. I mean, you do have like, this is a key level over here. That's a key level right there, support. So maybe like that was the end of that, and you're kind of just like, let's go, we're going back up to the moon. Maybe, we'll see. But like that was like a textbook top there, but that might have just been the pullback there, and you might be going, sayonara suckers, we're going back up to the moon, you know. But that's an interesting one. This is a key level though, right? 1 hit, 2 hits, you've gotten a big push up, you're back at that level now. So like if you're gonna get a move, let's see. I mean, you got the 1, 2 break of support. So if this can get back up into here, boom. Then all of a sudden you got 1, 2, 3, bonk. With a little bonk to the upside. You know what I'm saying? Will INJ keep going or is it done? Let me look at INJ. Will it keep going or is it done? I don't see any reason why this would be done. You know what I'm saying? I don't see any reason why this would be done. Like, especially, right? And you know, the way I'm kind of looking at things, and sometimes I get caught up in this where it's like, all right, if I'm looking at, all right, so we know how crypto usually works. Usually everything kind of moves together, right? If the market's bullish, they're all going to move up. If the market's bearish, they're all going to move down generally. There's going to be outliers that, you know, will obviously do their own thing. Why was I using this chart, man? I get to completely ruin my chart. There we go. Like there's going to be outliers that kind of do their own thing, right? So like for me, I think the best way I can look at the market right now, and this just goes for all the altcoins, man, right? So we can look at every individual altcoin in the book. But for me, if I see all the altcoins with this formation, if I put all the altcoins market caps in this formation, and I see this formation for all the altcoins, I'm expecting, if I'm going to expect that total 3 makes its way back up to the top of the range, I'm going to be expecting all the altcoins to go up. You know what I mean? So like, and this is why mainly, this is what I look at. If I'm interested in an altcoin, I'm looking at this to see if I'm interested in it. And I am super bullish on total 3 right now. Super bullish on total 3. So I in my opinion, I think you're going to see most things go up. You've already seen multiple do it, right? What was the one we just looked at? Comp, right? Mini example of total 3. What I expect to happen to total 3. We saw Bitcoin Cash. Perfect example down here of what I'm expecting from total 3. We saw Chainlink. Right? A little bit ahead of total 3, making its way up there, but Chainlink's doing it. There's other ones too. I just can't really recall of the other ones doing it. There's all the ones that you guys showed me, but I think there was. I cannot recall. VeChain's another one. VeChain's kind of moving up, but you guys get my point. Like there's individual ones. There's individual altcoins doing what I'm expecting to see from the whole altcoin market cap over the course of the next 6 months, right? It might not happen right this second, right? So if tomorrow altcoins dump, don't come at me and say, Jordan, my altcoin dumped 5%. We're talking about the weekly charts at this point, right? You know what I mean? So just look for higher lows. That's all you're looking for now is higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. You're going to have red days. But, you know, I am super optimistic on total 3 here. Super optimistic, and I've told you guys I've already bought in altcoins. I've told you the ones that I bought. Some of them have done well, some of them are still chilling, but you know, overall we got this shit. Baby.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
I'm super optimistic about the market right now, man. I just think charts look really good, and I'm a big chart guy. You guys know me. I don't care about news. I don't care about the macro bullshit that everyone's been talking about this whole year, yet things have just gone up, right? I don't give a shit about that. Don't even get me started about the macro stuff. I could still hear all the guys at 14K talking about the damn macro shit. You know, and I'm not. I don't really give a crap about the news, and give a crap about how I feel or someone feels. Just give me a chart, okay? And if I like the chart, I like the chart, okay? No more, none of this feeling bullshit, okay? Like I feel, or, you know, I want it to go here. So I'm, you know, it's just looking at this. A regular person would be bearish looking at this because it's low, right? And I'm going to be bullish on this at the current moment. Did y'all talk about comp yet? Yeah, we talked about comp, Abdir. We even played the pump song for comp, man. We already went nuts on comp. It was beautiful. Man, I can't wait for 4th of July. We're going to go kayaking. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to light off some fireworks. We'll probably do some dancing. We're going to sleep in a damn tent. It's going to be a great 4th of July, guys. What are you guys up to on 4th of July, by the way? We got 2 days until 4th of July. What are you guys up to then? Let me know. We got Bitcoin coming back up, 30,689, by the way. And we got Ethereum, 1941, coming up to test the highs of the weekend, which is cool, which is really, really cool. Really, really cool. We got Bitcoin coming back up, though. It looks like Asia wants to wake up a little bit, boys. Asia wants to wake up a little bit. I like when Asia wakes up. I really, really like when Asia wakes up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fireworks and chopping the sour D autos down. He's got the fireworks. I'm sick as hell. Nothing this 4th of July. Have my stomach cut open. Oh, Lord. Hope you're doing good, John. For Hoopty's working. Litecoin's breaking out. Yeah, we talked about Litecoin already. Optimism. Yeah, OP is one that I want to get an entry into. It's just I can't. I don't know. I feel like I don't feel okay buying OP where it is right now. I just don't, and I don't know why. I don't feel comfortable buying it where it is. It's I don't know. Now, I guess what I would want to see for OP, right? At least the way I look at this. You're still kind of below this. So we had support, we had support, we had support, we had support. We broke it to the downside. We basically came back up when we got rejected here, right? So what I don't want to do, and this is how I kind of at least try to save myself from doing this. What I don't want to do is be buying the retest of resistance in here. That's not what I want to do, okay? But what I want to be doing, hopefully, is if I want to buy some OP within the next 3 months, which I do want to buy some OP in the next 3 months, then I want to see it get back above this support and then hold it as support, okay? And then sort of make our way back up like this, right? That's, to me, this is a more comfy entry than, even though this is lower, it's not as comfy for me than this breaking up and then wanting to buy it on a retest of this support level, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. Because what I don't want to do is, okay, this is coming up, it's bullish, it's green, and then it just rolls back over. And it's just the retest of support into resistance, right? So that's how I'm looking at OP. But OP is one of the layer 2s that I definitely want to have. I definitely want some exposure to both Arbitrum and OP. I already have some Arbitrum. I definitely want to get back into OP. I just need to do it at the right time. I need to get some OP at the right time in here. So, yeah, that's my thoughts with OP. At least at the current moment. I'm out on that OP supply. Yeah, and they just keep freaking they just keep dropping, like, oh my god, they just keep unlocking more supply and more supply and more supply. OP is one of the worst with that. By far one of the worst with that too. Scorpion's optimistic on OP. Optimistic on optimism. He has a lot of optimism on optimism. Let's see. Okay, I guess no one's doing that much on 4th of July. No one's doing much on 4th of July this week, huh? Woods of Water said too many people caught in their feelings. It's human nature, right? We all have feelings, right? As much as we don't want to involve feelings in the charts, we always do. That's why the charts paint themselves the way they paint themselves, right? Price moves up, you get a little bit excited if you're in it, right? Price moves down, you crap your pants a little bit, right? Right? The whole key is like almost, it's human nature to think that way. The key is tricking your mind into doing the opposite, right? It's like almost put a sticky note. Like the best thing you can do is put a sticky note on your computer. Put a sticky note on your monitor that says, be bullish on giant drops. Be bearish on giant pumps. If you just put that sticker on your monitor, it'll probably help you so much. Rather than like, oh my God. Like, for example, right? The best thing we can look at is like this dump right here. Basically, right? And it's been this way the whole move up. And I warned you guys about this. There's going to be more and more FUD. The higher we go, there's going to be more FUD, okay? And every single one of these FUD is just going to be a buying opportunity or just a dip to long, right? So this one right here on the BlackRock ETF they had to refile it, okay? Massive sell-off. That was the easiest long in the book. Like, are you serious? Don't tell me you sold your Bitcoin to BlackRock because of that, please. And it ended up being a nice low, and it's been up only since then, right? Right? And then all the other major news events, right? We can go back and look at all the other major news events. What was this low? Oh, that was the Binance and Coinbase being sued by the SEC. Where? Exactly at the low. Literally exactly. What have we done since then? Literally up only, right? Let's go look at the other lows. This low right here. Stablecoin depegging, right? Banking crisis. All happened right here. Boom. Exactly at the low. It's been up only since then. We could continue this all the way down the line if we want to. FTX drop, right? Boom. What was that? That marked the low. It's been up only since then. When you get past that year-long bear market for Bitcoin, any FUD is a buying opportunity, right? And that's the way we got to be looking at the market right now. So, and there's going to be more. I'm telling you this now, just because I have a feeling that something else is going to come out. Like something else, they're going to drop some other FUD. Some other FUD is going to come out, and it's going to scare everyone, and it's just going to be another buying opportunity. Know what I mean? What do you think about algo? It's at the low, man. Listen, about the individual altcoins, guys. Just look at this chart. This is the only chart you need for the individual. Like, unless you're trading, if you're not trading, this is the only chart you need. Seriously, just type in total 3 minus USDT minus USDC. Literally, if you want to know like the overall altcoins, they're gonna move together, most of them, right? This is like the only chart you have to look at. I'm dead serious. Like if this chart goes up, most likely your alt's gonna go up. If this chart goes down, most likely your altcoin's gonna go down. You know what I mean? So I'm serious. Just pull up this chart. I'm not. Right? I mean, sometimes it's just that simple, really. Right? So like, yeah, I could look at the algo chart, right? But if I'm expecting this, right, algo is gonna go up. You know what I mean? Like, so like my thought process is this is where we're at for total 3, right here, somewhere in this zone, probably like right. I would guess like we're right here, where we might still see some drops. Right, there'll be some chop suey in here, but if we're gonna do this, most likely you're gonna see your altcoin go up unless it's an absolute shitter, unless it's an absolute shitbag. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Then they fight you face. Yeah. Then they fight you face. Did you hear about Gary getting fired? Yeah, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Listen, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but it's not true. It's basically based off of one random source that it's just some random ass website. like no one knows what it is. Basta look at the weekly on the DXY. Let's take a look. The weekly on DXY. Let's see. The weekly on the DXY. My thing with the DXY is, right, it's... Hold on, let me look at the DX. What am I doing? Why am I typing in weekly, bro? Like, what am I doing, man? I'm already on vacation mode. Shit. Lord, I'm typing in weekly on this shit. Like, what am I doing? Weekly on the DXY. Okay. I mean, we had an indecision candle. I don't know. I guess this one, I would still want to see lower in this one. So I guess what I would be looking for here is if this is going to go up, right? I'd want to see you come and take out these lows, right? So almost what I think is most likely is DXY comes up, gets rejected here again, comes back down, swipes these lows, right? And then if it's going to get a move up, you start seeing a move up from there, right? But I think you take out these lows first, in my opinion, right? So if we're going to see, you know, like we've been talking about, 1, 2, 3, I think the DXY's got lower to go in here. And it actually takes out these lows in that zone right there. But, like, to be honest, how much has the DXY been affecting Bitcoin? Because, like, the DXY, I don't know. I guess it really hasn't been going anywhere. It's pretty much been going sideways. So, like, and how much has it been affecting stocks? Like, since January, stocks have been up only, even during the times that this thing was going nuts.
BTC pairs for individual results.
Guillermo said, we should be thinking in Bitcoin pairs for individual altcoins. Exactly, Guillermo. You got it. You got it, man. Bitcoin pairs. I would look at Bitcoin pairs more. I just don't think a lot of people care about the Bitcoin pairs. Looking at a Bitcoin pair is like nerdy shit. Like, that's like the ultimate nerd shit. Most we just want to know where's the USD pair going to go. But in order for knowing the USD pair is going to go, you should be looking at the Bitcoin pair too. For sure. So, like, the best way to look at it is like, okay, if you're expecting altcoins in general to move in an uptrend, okay, then my thinking is, okay, then I would want to go to say, okay, so OPBTC, right? Let's bring up OPBTC like this. Let's see. OPBTC right here, right? I mean, you are at you did come back down to this October 2022 low, right? So you did actually come in down and tag that low right there. Boom. Right there. So, like, this probably, usually what you see is a double low, unless it's like this massive kind of buy up in here. Wouldn't be surprised if this one actually just comes and taps this again. That's what it looks like. I think this one will come in, probably come down to this low again and get a little bit of a bounce. It's been down only since February. You probably get a little bit of a bounce here just because it is a major low. But I think you can come down and tap it one more time to get that, get that second low in there and sort of make your way back on like OPBTC. I think that one's probably got a couple more weeks of downside in there, if I had to guess, at the very, very least. Mike said, I don't even look at that anymore. You got to look at it, Meg. You got to look at it, man. Anyways, I think you guys get my thoughts at the end of the day. I know there's a lot of opinions out there, and there's a lot of stuff flying out there. But I hope at least what I can talk about at least makes you look at the chart in a different way. Because my biggest thing is I want people to be in the game going into the next bull market, man. I want you guys to get low ass entries and be in the freaking game, right? So this is the way I'm looking at the altcoin market right now. Doesn't mean it's going to go straight up once again. So you could see a pullback all the way back down to the December low. As long as you make a higher lows, it's all good, right? That's the way I'm looking at altcoins. And then for Bitcoin, really just waiting for that move up at this point. I'm pretty confident Bitcoin's going to run these highs. It's just a matter of when. I think we're going to see 32.3. And then when we get to 32.3, we'll see what happens from there. But ultimately, pretty self-explanatory at this point. Let's hang out and talk. Let's talk some 4th of July shit, man. I want a freaking hot dog right now. I just had I made some juicy tacos. Oh my God, those tacos were good, man. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, like, my tacos are A1 tacos. And they're very simple, man. I use regular taco seasoning with my ground beef. I put some avocado in there. I'll put some sour cream. Sometimes I'll put some jalapenos in there. But man, today I didn't put jalapenos. But man, let me tell you, they were absolutely fuego. I'm feeling nice and full right now. Nice and freaking full. I'm already ready to hit the sheets. Like, I had too much ground beef. You know when you have too much ground beef and you're just like, you feel full and you're just tired? That's how I'm feeling right now, man. I'm feeling like that. Like a low. Fahid's eating chicken tikka tacos. Oh my God, those sound good. Imagine. I mean, it's pretty much getting the what is it? What the frick is the bread, man? It's pretty much getting the naan bread and just making a little bit of a taco out of the chicken tikka, right? Oh my God. That's what I haven't had Indian food in actually quite a bit. I haven't had Indian food in like probably over a month. I'm due for some Indian food. My Lord. You're making me want some now. Let's see. I thought you were getting off. I'm going to get tacos now. Oh, Lord. The tacos. It's my new favorite mustard. It hit. Chicken tikka is amazing. Had some last week. Oh, it's so good. I know it's like the most basic Indian food. It's literally the most basic Indian food you can find. But it is absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay? It's just so basic. It's like liking cheeseburgers, right? It's so basic. It's so basic to like cheeseburgers. Like, you're not cool if you like cheeseburgers, right? No one's like, oh my God, you like cheeseburgers, bro? You know your food. But sometimes it's the most basic foods that are good, man. You know? I know a lot of you guys like the biryani. Jordan loves the butter chicken. I do love the butter chicken. How do you know I like the butter chicken, man? I like the real saucy ones. To me, I prefer the ones with a bunch of sauce rather than the ones with like a bunch of spices. I prefer the really wet and spicy one. No, the wet, saucy, spicy ones, right? You give me some lamb vindaloo. Oh, I'll turn it to Santa over here. Give me some lamb vindaloo. What price do you think Solana will drop to? I don't know, man. Listen, all right, I'll look at Solana real quick. Solana, it's at resistance right here. I mean, I honestly, the way I'm looking at Solana, I could still see Solana come and test these lows again, just because it doesn't really have the same structure that I want to see like the other ones, right? And it is at a resistance level. I could see Sol coming down and testing either this low again or coming down to these lows again. Just the way I'm looking at the chart, right? I hope it doesn't. I hope it just like freaking comes up and we're all going to be excited and we're going to go to the moon. I could see Solana still pulling back a little bit though. Just because it's not like, it's not as sexy as the other ones, right? It's not as sexy as the chart. I just don't see this. I see this rolling over here, testing down here, and then trying to come back up, right? In my opinion on Sol. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it just breaks out. But what I've learned is always treat resistance as resistance. Don't go into resistance thinking it's going to break out, because usually it doesn't. Chicken curry tacos. Oh, chicken curry tacos. Oh my Lord. Chicken curry tacos. You guys are getting me. I'm full. I don't even want any food. You guys getting me hungry based on Indian food, man. Like, oh, you guys are killing me, man. I'm supposed to be going to the 4th of July. I'm gonna be eating. Listen, I don't like seafood. Everyone else eats lobsters, and I'm like the weirdo who's eating barbecue chicken. You know, like everyone else is eating lobsters. Mosh, you having lobster or barbecue chicken?
Of course, chicken.
Okay, she's having chicken too.
You already know what they're gonna have.
They always have lobster or barbecue chicken.
I thought that chicken was only because I wanted it.
Oh no, I get it too every time.
Oh, what's the next day? That's
Yep. Yes, I'm like the one weirdo who gets barbecue chicken because I don't like lobster. I don't like seafood. It's not, I don't know. Seafood to me is just, I prefer chicken, so I just eat the chicken. I'm not the type of person who's like, yeah, lobster, yeah. No, I like chicken better, so I'm gonna eat the damn chicken. You know what I mean? Like, oh Lord. Do you guys like seafood? Let me know in the chat. John said, can never go wrong with a good burger. You can't. I honestly think if I had to pick, okay, I always go back and forth with this, but if you put a big juicy burger in front of me, it's gonna be hard to get me not to eat it. You know, it's gonna be hard for me to try to persuade me to eat something else. There's nothing better than biting into a big juicy burger, but it has to be a juicy burger. It can't be like a McDonald's little freaking small little poo-poo. It needs to be a big juicy burger that I can barely open my mouth. Like, I have to be like breaking my jaw to go into that burger. If you give me one of those burgers where I have to go like literally break my jaw to get through, yeah, there we go. That would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. Seafood FTW, chili fish. Franco said, Maya, come on stream one day. Bitch, one day she will. One day she will. I eat lots of shellfish. Nice, man. I know a lot of people like seafood, man. I just don't see the hype. We've had this conversation before, right? And most people disagree with me on this, right?
Did you ask them if they would eat it if it was very cheap?
All right, that's a good question. Let's do a poll. I don't think a lot of you guys are going to be honest with this one, though.
Expensive and, yeah.
Let's do this.
Price is cheap.
If, okay, chicken and,
Pork.
let's do, if chicken and, what's a good fish?
Salmon is a good
Okay. If chicken and salmon were the same price, which one would you?
This is wrong.
Oh wow. What's the question?
Salmon is good. I would choose salmon instead.
Okay.
But if chicken and clams were the same price.
Chicken and clams were the same price. Which one would you want? Okay, let's do this. Chicken and clams, right? And
Clams are never expensive. They always cheap.
I'll explain this question. Actually, I'll explain this question in a minute. Think about it deeply, though. Why are you eating the clams, right? Think about this one deeply. Why are you truly eating the clams? Are you truly eating the clams because that would be your first choice? Or are you eating the clams because you're trying to be bougie? Think about it. Think about it deeply. Think about your real inner heart. Which one, are you really eating the clams because you want them or because you're just feeling bougie eating the clams? And that's going to change your mind. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Tikka pizza. I would go nuts on a tikka pizza. Oh my God. That sounds so good. Dude, if you gave me okay, the pizza crust, you put the masala sauce as the sauce. You put some pieces of chicken in that sauce. Okay? You put a slab of, I don't care if cheese and that don't go together. You put cheese, slab of cheese on top. Okay? Or even you put garlic naan as the crust. No, garlic naan is the crust, masala sauce with chicken pieces inside, slab of cheese, and then on the top, you put, what else is we can put on the top? Put some lamb on the top. Put some lamb on the top. Oh. We'd be going nuts. Look at this poll. Yes, you guys have proven my point. You guys have proven my point. Let's go. Look at this. 71% of people would choose chicken over clams if chicken and clams were the same price. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for not being like, no, I like clams. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. My opinion is this. I personally think this is my opinion. Most people eat clams and mussels because you feel like you're trying to be fancy, and you feel like, oh my God, I'm eating clams and mussels. Look at me, right? Not because that would be your first choice. You put a big juicy burger or clams next to you, you're taking the burger, bro. Let's be real. Like, you're taking the damn burger if they're the same price. Come on, man. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for proving my point, fellas. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Not salmon was more realistic. Salmon doesn't really count.
Salmon is good.
Salmon. Listen, I don't even like fish, and I actually like. I kind of don't mind some salmon. So, salmon's not really the best thing. All right. Anyways, how can you be from Boston and not like clams? Listen,
Yeah, I heard that.
I was raised all around seafood my whole life. One half of my family, all they want to eat is goddamn seafood every damn time I see them. Okay? And let me tell you this. I still don't like the damn seafood, man. I don't. I've tried it many, many times. It's not you know what? It's not that I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. I'll eat the seafood, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'll eat the seafood. It's just that that's not what I would pick. Oh, come on, man. What, did someone freaking snort some coke and it's like, sometimes this happens, guys. Where like someone's horn just keeps going off on the car. And I usually sometimes you hear it's because people are freaking just drugged up and they freaking pass out on the horn like this. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't like seafood. It's just that I would choose other meats over it. I'd take steak, chicken, pork, any type of other meat over seafood. I like it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just average to me. It's average. You know what I mean? Klitsek, you take a look at Tesla futures. We can absolutely take a Tesla futures. Let's see how Tesla futures are doing, man. Let's take a look at the Tesla futures. How are the futures markets? I didn't even look. You know why? Because I thought, actually, you know what? I thought the stock market was closed tomorrow. And I think it closes at 1 o'clock, right? Let's see. Stock market futures overall, they're pretty much flat. Pretty much flat. Let's see what Tesla's doing over there, though. Oh, let's get my list over here. Let's see what Tesla's doing over here. Big old Tesla. Is it showing in here?
Take a look at SLA futures, please.
Huh, it doesn't have the line. It doesn't have the damn line, man. Is there a Tesla futures chart? I don't think there's going to be a Tesla futures chart. Let's see. I don't think there's going to be a Tesla futures chart. No. It doesn't give me the line, man. Usually there's like this orange line that tells me where it is after hours. I don't see it. So Clint, you might just have to tell me where it is. You might just have to tell me where it is after hours, man. Because I don't see no orange line that tells me where it is. No, Tesla, this is actually where I think it gets a pullback. I think, in my opinion, I think Tesla gets a pullback here. I'm looking for right here. Right there on Tesla, 235. 235 on Tesla, man. I'm just, at this point, the Tesla that I have, I'm just holding that Tesla. I'm not really looking to buy anymore, just because I think, in my personal opinion, okay, that I think from this point where we're at now, I think you're going to start seeing some other stuff outpace this. But doesn't mean I'm selling my Tesla at all. But I do think it's going to I'm looking for a pullback here to 235 to fill this gap and possibly even test this little trend line in here, man. Test that little trend line. Look at Robinhood. Look at Robinhood. All right. Clint, you really want me to know what it's at? All right, let me look at it for you. Let's see. Let's see what we got cooking on for the Tesla after hours for Clinty. It is up 0.08%. Tesla is up, Clint. 0.08%. So it's basically flat. It basically hasn't moved yet. There you go. Clinton, you know a pullback's coming, man. You know a pullback's coming, bro. You know it's coming. You do. Tesla just reported record-breaking deliveries. Did it? Nice, dude. Let's go. Let's freaking go. It doesn't show that it's up for me though. On mine. Maybe that's yours. Oh, it's up 6% for you guys? Nice, dude. Let's go, baby. Don't wanna buy Tesla. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Clint, Mike said, can you just put Tesla ticker on the top of the screen so Clint doesn't ask this question every day? Should we just put it up here? We probably should just put it at the top. Let's do Bitcoin, ETH, and Tesla. Who thinks I should add Tesla to the top right of the screen? Let's go, man. There's some sick new Teslas around town. I did see some of their stuff is good. The affordable Tesla, the one that actually has outsold Toyota, that one's actually not that bad. It's not that bad actually. And that to me that's the most crazy thing about Tesla is Toyota's dominated that market for so long, and you had Tesla with the most sold car in that sort of group. That is insane. Like, because Toyota just dominates. Like, literally just dominates, man. I think that's the most crazy thing about Tesla to me. Just add Tesla on the top. You guys are gonna be like, this is a crypto stream. It is a crypto stream. Let's see. Next move for BTC, we're just in a range, man. We're just in a range. Honestly, we're just waiting for a breakout of the range here. Like, we've had false breakouts to the upside and downside like 3 times. So we're right in the middle of the range. This is like the worst time you could try to predict what's going to happen. To me, like if you're trading this, you're either waiting for a spike up and shorting here, and a reclaim, or you're waiting for a spike down and longing. Like that's all you're doing. I'm still in a long from here. I'm in the same long from Friday, just sitting in it, waiting for upside. You know what I mean? Like I haven't done anything. It's because there's been nothing worth doing, man. You know, I'm at the same long on Bitcoin right from in here. And honestly, okay, if Bitcoin gets a move up, okay, we can look for a short. If Bitcoin gets a move down and reclaims, we can look for a long again. That's all we can really do right now, right? It's just right in the middle of the range, so there's nothing worth doing. You're just gambling at this point. Like if you're taking a long or short right here, you're just gambling. Like you're literally just gambling. Like, so like, I'm not even going to try to predict on the short term of what Bitcoin's going to do. I do think it's going to go higher in the high time frames, but it's just a matter of, do we do this, right? Are we pumping this week on 4th of July, right? Or are we going to do this and get a pullback in here first and then grind our way back up? Who knows, right? And I think sometimes the best thing to do is just say, listen, you don't know what's going to happen in the short term. Let's not be a hero and try to predict every move, right? I think that's sometimes where you get caught in trouble, right? So there you go. Toyota needs a new truck. The Toyota, the Tacoma, the Tacoma's not that bad, I don't think. I actually, the Tacoma's not that bad. The Tundra is, the Tundra's like whatever. Like, but yeah, I would say, I don't know. Everyone's got a different version of the trucks. Back in the day, I liked the big Ram. The big Ram was always my favorite to drive. But I don't think either of those are that bad. How does Cardano look? Cardano. Let's look at Cardino. ADA real quick. ADA is, let's go over here. Let's look at Cardano. So like, it's interesting. It's an interesting point for ADA because you basically came to the range low, you swipe the low, you come back up now. If I had to guess, like usually what you see is you come back down again to test the low before coming back up, right? In this type of phase. And I think the structure looks fine on the weekly. It's just I think you're going to get one more push down just to kind of back test again. That's usually what you see in this phase. You usually see, you know, come down, make a higher low, come back up, make a higher low. Unless like you're one of these massively bullish ones that just freaking pumps right to the top of the range, like you've seen from a few of them. But if you're one of the lagger ones, you're probably going to do this, right? Slowly kind of make higher lows and higher highs, in my opinion, over the course of the next few months. And ADA BTC is one of the interesting ones that we've talked about a few times. It's like there's two scenarios that could play out here. You're at a horizontal trend line, okay, that is held 4 times. It's held once and then multiple times here and then 3 times here. And you're like at it, but like not really at it. Like you're kind of like right above it. So I guess you're close enough. You kind of hit on it once, you hit on it twice in there. So the question is, like, does ADA BTC get a bounce in here, right? Or are you going to see all the way back down to the range low, right? So it's like kind of pick your poison in here. You think this is going to keep underperforming Bitcoin and come down here, or you think it's going to outpace Bitcoin and just kind of continue up? Pick your poison. You know, it's hard to tell just because I honestly could see either one of these happening, and this is not my favorite chart just because it's hard to tell. It's not very clean. Like it's not like in this nice box like we've seen from all the ones that have done well, right? What's been the structure? It's been 1, 2, break of range, reclaim, right? You just don't really have that with this, you know. So it's a hard one to sort of be confident in. So I'm gonna stick to the ones that I'm confident in, and it's the ones that with the nice just range structure that I like. Right? Just a nice little range. This one, it's tough. It's tough to say. It's not my most confident one. I'll say that on ADA. But like I said, if we think Total 3 is going to perform well over the course of the next, you know, as we kind of go along here, I mean, ADA is not going to get freaking slammed to the downside, you know. Let's see. I just wish FTT outgaining ADA FTT to the moon. I mean, a lot of shit coins are pumping right now. A lot of shit coins pumping. You know. Anyways, guys, I think we've talked about enough. You guys know my thoughts. Let's play it out this week. I'm gonna be gone until Thursday. Hopefully we get some resolution out of this range because this, we're just kind of talking about a lot of the same things. You guys know my thoughts. You guys can, you know, do your own research, look at your own stuff. I'm gonna stick by my thoughts. I think Bitcoin's going higher. I think altcoins are at the 3rd phase of this accumulation range. They could still go down and test the lows again, right? So don't be surprised if they do that. If Bitcoin gets a pullback, but other than that, that is about it. So. Enjoy your 4th of July, guys. If you're doing something, enjoy it. If you're not doing anything, well, you know, try to enjoy it as much as possible. Watch some fireworks or something, man, you know. have a nice cookout in your backyard. Make some hot dogs, make some cheeseburgers. Do something. All right. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Enjoy your time. I'll see you guys Thursday. I'm hoping I can come back for Bitcoins at 32, 33K. That would be kind of nice. And hope we can continue to see some of this stuff play out that we've been talking about, man. All right. So peace out. Later. Catch you guys next time. Peace. Don't do anything I would do. Don't panic sell your crypto. Most of all, don't panic sell your crypto. And most of all, do not panic sell your crypto to BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard, and all the big money that's looking to scoop up your Bitcoin on all these freaking wicks. All right? Don't be doing it, man. Don't be doing it. If it's FUD while I'm gone, don't be doing it. Peace.